Welcome to another edition of Sequita's Custom Creations. So today we're going to break down what a Cricut is for a beginner. So this is Sequita's Cricut class, beginner level 1. So our goal today is to make a project using the Cricut machine and design space. So this was from a class I held this weekend, and so in this video we will not actually make a project, but we will go over all these other points. So first, what is a Cricut and what can it do? So a Cricut is an electronic cutting machine that can cut all sorts of designs from materials like paper, vinyl, cardstock, and iron-on transfers, just to name a few. Some Cricut machines can even cut leather and wood. You can use the Cricut to cut just about anything you would typically cut with scissors or an X-Acto knife. That said, a Cricut can cut with much more precision and speed than would ever be achievable by hand. Machines like the Cricut are sometimes called die-cut machines or craft plotters. Other brands of cutting machines include like Silhouette, Brother Scan and Cut, Graph Tech. There is now Caesar, Juliet, and Romeo. That's just a few of them. There are lots of them out on the market today. There are currently 3 types of Cricut machines on the market, and I'm going to change that to say 4. The Cricut Explorer is a family of Explorer machines. They come from Cricut Explorer 1, 2, and 3. It's the mid-level option and the best-selling machines that they have. The Cricut Maker, so there is a Cricut Maker and a Cricut Maker 3. And it's a step up from the Explorer and can cut a wider variety of materials with more types of tools. And then there's a Joy, which is a smaller model that's portable, easy to set up, and simple to use. My Cricut machines are some of my favorite machines in my craft room. People love personalized gifts, and I use them all the time to make a wide variety of crafts, including custom t-shirts, stickers, bags, signs, and so much more. So if you're going to be personalizing things, you will be using fonts. What's a font, though? A font is the design of letters and contains their style detail. Example of different types of fonts is like a verbena, and so that would be a verbena. That would be like a 12-point bold, or Times New Roman is one we're probably all familiar with, or even an Arial is a font. Although technically a font can contain many assets such as the typeface, point size, weight, color, etc., you can safely call Arial a font. When you are using regular fonts such as Verdana on your computer, you are actually using a font family. If you type in Microsoft Word some text, you can easily change it into either an italic, a bold, or a bold italic. All these variations are different fonts, and together they make up a font family. Where do I get fonts? You can get fonts lots of places, but online at sites like Cricut Design Space, they have their own set of fonts that you can use within the software, and defont.com has free fonts and fonts you can purchase with a commercial license. But most of the fonts that you get for free on The font.com will be for personal use only. You can also buy fonts that come with a commercial license from sites such as designbundles.net, creativefabrica.com, and Etsy, just to name a few. When you get a font online, you are getting a digital file that you must install on your computer. You can see it best as a small piece of software that will tell you how the letters should look in print. You can pick a font that is just right for your design. For example, if I'm making a t-shirt with a saying on it, I want it to be bold enough for someone to read it from a distance. If I'm making a personalized sign, I might want to use an elegant script font with lots of flourishes. Fonts can take some time to find that just right font. So how to use a Cricut? First, you have to decide on a project. What do you want to make? A bag, a t-shirt, a sign, a mug? Choose your cutting material and place it on a sticky cutting mat. Cutting mats look like these right here. There's a glare. I don't know why it looks so blurred. They come in 12 by 12 standard mats or 12 by 24 for Cricut. Excuse me. So, the cutting mat holds material in place while the Cricut makes the cuts. Load the mat into your machine. Next, choose a design in Cricut Design Space or some other place that sells SVGs. If it's not Cricut Design Space, you will have to upload your design first. Select your material settings and send the design to your Cricut cutting machine. Then you'll press the button on your Cricut machine to start cutting. That button flashes. It's usually a C. After the machine is done cutting, remove the mat from the machine and the material from the mat. So these are just a few things you can make with your Cricut. All of these were made with the Cricut machine. Let's go to Design Space and see what that looks like. So we're here or trying to open up Cricut Design Space. Let's give it a minute. All right, so this is the home page or the landing page for Cricut Design Space. You click New Project, this green button up in the corner. It will then bring you to your mat or your Design Space page. Once you're here, if you would like to choose a design, you can come over here to your left side of your screen, and it has all these options: new, templates, projects, shapes, images, text, phrases, editable designs, and uploads and monogram. So based on what project you're doing, you could use any of these. But say we wanted to design a tote bag and we wanted to put a saying on it. Let's see what's in projects. How about we type tote bag over here and see what we get. So these are lots of options for tote bags. I like this one, Bag of Mom Tricks. So you click on, if you're a member of Access, if you have Design Access, you just click on it and click Customize. We're going to take it to the design screen. I'm going to reduce my screen size, not the size of the project yet, but just bring my screen size down to about 50% so we can see the entire design. Oh, well, I did it at 75% and we can see. So this is our design, and currently it is 9 inches wide, so across, and 8.238 inches tall. So at this point, I would measure my bag to see if I had enough room for that and what that would look like on my bag. And then you can also, we're going to leave it this size, but you can go over here and ungroup your design. Well, let's see. First, we should detach. Yep. So if we come down here to the bottom of the screen, let me move myself. Right here it says detach. So with the design selected, we'll hit detach. Then it should, nope. So now we have to ungroup right here at the top, ungroup. And now hopefully everything is grouped to letters or to words, okay? And you can change the color of your words if you'd like. So if I wanted bag of to be red, I would go up here to where it says operations, basic cut. There's a box with a color in it right next to it. Click that box, choose a color I want. That purple just rings out to me. Then I would go on mom. Click that little color box, change that. I want that to be black. And then I want this to be the color, the purple again. So there we go. And we can highlight it all and group it back together. And if you want it to cut just like this, we should also attach it. Okay, I think it's all, nope, it's not all attached. Highlight it and attach. Uh-oh, but attach changes the color, so go back. Just group. I wonder if Unite will change the colors. No, we're going to leave it just like that. Then we're going to come over here to where it says make it. No, let's cancel that. So I see what I want to do. All right, so I'm going to click the purple. Let's ungroup again. I'm going to click off the design, click the purple at the top, hold shift, click the purple at the bottom, and attach those. Now those two will stay just like that, leaving a space in the middle for the word mom. So now we can click make it again. And so mom is there. And if we're doing this on a tote bag, we're using heat transfer vinyl, and you would always mirror anything that needs heat. So, well, most things that need heat. I won't say any. So we hit mirror and it flipped mom. Now we're going to come to our second mat, which says bag of tricks, and see how it's perfectly spaced right there. And you're just going to have to put mom in the middle. Some people wouldn't like it like this because they feel that's a waste of materials, but I like it to be lined up.